Well, hello again, everybody, and welcome to the second kind of reaction, but kind of a bit of an analysis video with uh, me talking through a video that I did with a band I was in called Days in December. And for those of you who don't know, I was in a band called Days in December, which was pretty much at the start of my musical career, where we actually started to do things like record CDs, release EPs, things like this, and we had a great time doing it. There was we did a lot of touring, and I don't think I've done quite so much touring since, if I'm honest. I mean, it was kind of like burn yourself out touring, really. So, and I don't think really that once Days in December had ended, I don't think that there were enough venues that would stay open throughout the week to sustain the sort of touring schedule that we were used to, or we would actually do, because we would tour um, like 28 days and have maybe 2 days off. Like, it was that intense. It was pretty crazy. But anyway, but today, the video in question, and which was the only other video that we did, is a song called Five Kings. And with the with the video being for a CD called Deleted Scenes. So the artwork to this, which is on sale on my website, daniellee.co.uk, you got a projector it's spitting out all this tape. And we knew someone who worked at Odeon Cinema. Is it Odeon Cinemas? I want to say Odeon Cinemas in Park Royal, and they were really accommodating for us. Like, we were let in, like, it was really late at night, and we finished right before the place opened up in the morning. We were an absolute, like, no, I hate night shoots. I really hate night shoots because your body's all a mess. Like, you've tried to sleep in the day, and then you've got to just plow through the night, and you're kind of on it for about 2 hours, and then your energy level just plummets, and you've got to try and keep yourself up. And I think I remember eating loads of like Jaffa cakes just to try and keep me awake and energized, like the tiny little ones. They were like a novelty thing, like these novelty Jaffa cakes. And man, my stomach was a mess for like days. Oh, I just felt so sick. Um, Probably where my wheat intolerance came from. Anyway, that's enough of that grossness. But anyway, too much info. But this was a this was a cool video. We shot it in two places, I think, and I was just thinking about the making of this, because I should do a reaction video to the making of this, actually. Yeah, I will do that. Anyway, so we shot it in not the projection room, but in the main cinema room. We wanted to use their projectors, but the projectors that they had they were automated, so they were all set on timers and they were all programmed, so we couldn't actually put our own things in them. I think maybe you could these days, but I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But we couldn't. So we brought in our own projector, and we thought, oh, this is going to be great. It's really going to work. But these are what they use in the cinemas. They are industrial projectors. Our projector, like, so if say this screen that you're looking at me on now is the screen that um you'd be used to in the cinema. This little black square here, I think what we shot was probably like that on the cinema screen. And if you look closely, when you see what's on the cinema screen, um, I think you'll see that my memory serves me correctly. because I'm pretty sure it was rather small. It was quite pathetic actually what we were shooting on it, but it kind of worked with a bit of camera magic. Anyway, let's get into it. This is a song called Five Kings off our Deleted Scenes record. Very dramatic intro. I don't know if you noticed my signature kick there, my fly kick. Just going to go back a bit. I was always quite proud of those. Right, I have to say there's been a lineup change since the Glass Vice video. So on guitar, Ian Reese, the tall blonde guy, is no longer with us here. He's still alive. He's about to be a dad, actually, I believe. So congratulations, Ian, if you are watching. And Rob Turnbridge and Rob Wybrow and Phil Kinman were in RX together. So this was the third member from RX that we'd taken, but Rob with two B's on guitar now was in a band who were friends of ours called Through Silence, and they were a great band. And they toured with The Used, all kinds of stuff. They did some really great things. Yeah, so Rob ended up playing for us. We stole him from Through Silence. And Rob and Phil ended up creating New Device with me. So that's how that all worked. And then bassist Rob from Days in December and Frankie Torpy from Days in December went on to create a band called Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which were very cool as well. I don't know if you can see. Can you see? Can you see the projector here? So the edge of this red here, and then you've got the, hang on. So the edge of the screen is like here. It's actually maybe a little bit bigger than I thought it was. We did pretty well with it. It was sat so over. So where would it be? Sort of back here. I think it was sat. We put the projector on like a load of the seats, and just got as much of it on the screen as we could, so it was all pretty faded from what we were initially hoping for, but I think we did pretty well there. So this is where we changed. So we changed from the cinema room into the lobby, just for a change of scenery, really. And I never really thought it worked. We were like playing around like popcorn machines and stuff, and by this point we were so tired. I mean, it was almost like this was like B-roll, but we were so tired in this point. So I mean, the songs are still pretty heavy. I mean, there's like a lot of jump, 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 but we started getting into more of a metal vibe, and I think that's when Phil took on more writing, and then Rob, I don't think played on this record guitar wise, but the songs definitely started to become more structured. There was a far better structure to all of our work on this, which I really, really welcomed. Still a lot of screaming and stuff. Like we were still like quite angry, but it definitely had more of a structure, definitely more melody, and more memorable choruses as well. And solos as well. Check this out. This is like when solos started creeping in. Even Frankie, who was quite against us having solos, was like, I remember he called me up and he was like, "Have you heard Phil's solo to Five Kings?" And I was like, "No." And he went, "It's really good. It's really good." And I was like, "Oh, right, cool." And it is. It was. It remains. Oof, let's just see. I just want to take a look at me there. I mean, I was really thin there. I actually have pictures of me right from that time, and I don't think I was very well. I think I was having panic attacks, and I wasn't eating properly, and I thought I was really healthy, like, but I was a bit of a mess. It was a bit of a mess, to be honest. Yeah, don't know. A lot going on. I just think there was a lot. I was trying to work a lot of stuff out, but quite depressed. I think around this time, I was on antidepressants and stuff. Yeah, pretty bleak time for me actually. And I was just trying. I mean, I don't know. I find it sort of difficult to sort of think back to a lot of this stuff, but but then coming out of this, like what got me out of this, when I sort of finally said, right, I've had enough, I have to get out of this, when I started to claw my way out of it, a lot of the stuff that I learned in the process I've taken with me and still use to this day. How to think about things that cause me anxiety, and I'm able to turn things around in my mind, and I'm a lot stronger for it. But around this time, I was very confused, very, very lost, and not very healthy at all, unfortunately. Sometimes I think about the equipment that we were using, and I remember when we first started, we were playing at Wembley Rugby Club, and I remember playing at Wembley Rugby Club, and we were, I don't think we'd headlined, and I think I was probably on guitar at the start of it, and we were playing with a lot of younger bands. We were very young, but we were playing with some very, very young bands, like who were like a year or two younger than us. And at the time, that was quite a lot, because we were barely in college. But we invested a lot in our gear, and like these kids had got these like combo amps, like speakers and the heads all in one thing, which is fine. But then we wheeled on like 4x12 cabinets and heads, and were carrying Les Pauls and SGs, and was just like, we're here, and we just went for it. It was great. God, just the memories. Oh, alone. Oh. I mean, I don't know if you can see there how gaunt my face looks. I really don't look. I don't want this video to be about that, but I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I think I was just very sad. I was just very sad at the time. You know. But after seeing pictures of myself like this, I've had bouts of sadness since. Like, don't get me wrong, but it was this time when I saw what I looked like, and I saw how unhealthy I'd let myself become. I vowed that even if I was sad again, that my baseline was I was going to take care of my body, that I was going to eat. Even if I wasn't that hungry, I was going to keep myself nourished. I was going to keep my brain active. I was going to keep my body active. And I think for the most part I did. I've maintained that throughout the years. But this was right before a big turning point in my life. Because we were doing a lot around this area, around this time, and I was I had some really serious wake up calls. I always wish they went to Frankie with like that snare hit, duh, right before the middle eight kicks in. We'll do this together, tap, boom. Let's have a look at that again. We'll do this together. We'll gain to end when all of this is over. We can live to see it die. It's just really brutal. Down. It's just real cool beat, like very kill switch engaged kind of influenced. But it was cool. I really loved that. I was like, what a cool riff. And what was odd about the recording of this is we recorded the guitars. It wasn't like a Les Paul or or an LTD guitar with like EMG pickups in, which gives a really heavy sound. We used this Telecaster that Phil had, and it created something very unique, I think, sound-wise, because the sound was very clear, but had a thick, heavy sound to it as well. Very, very unexpected sort of sound that we got on this record. And the solo is coming up now. I mean, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Like the progression in it is just, it's so mature. Like there's so much going on. We gotta listen to that again. And that was that. I mean, it was, we didn't really do much with the video, but it was cool. It was a video, and we loved shooting it. It was fun to do, and it went out on YouTube and bounced around for some years. It was cool. We really, really worked hard at that, and it was. I remember recording that song, writing that song, because we recorded the record ourselves. I can't remember who mixed it. Did anyone else mix it? Or was it us? Do you know what? I can't remember who mixed it. I don't know if we outsourced it, like, or it was our mix. When I say our mix, I never really got involved in the mixing process that much. But it might have been Frankie that mixed it. Wow. If it was, that would be cool. But sneaking suspicion that we handed it over to John Mitchell. I could be wrong though. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. This has been really, really fun. Thank you all for your support here. Thank you for spreading these videos around. Thank you for taking a look at them. And yeah, thank you. Stay frosty, everybody. This has been Daniel Leigh talking about my time doing a few bits and pieces with Days in December. Much love, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.